Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is an energy update. Let's see what comes in here. Okay, someone's keeping it in here. Somebody maybe didn't get what they wanted. Yeah, we got someone here who's been waiting. I do think the ship has sailed on a situation here, because somebody didn't get what they wanted. It looks like it's probably a commitment. It could be, yeah. I mean, it has to do with someone who was waiting for a situation to come to fruition. I mean, it could have to do with someone's financial foundation as well. Yeah, I do see someone here playing it safe and being cautious, though. Yeah. This could be a lack of money. I do think it's just a lot of negative thinking while someone's waiting, starting to think negative. So be careful of that self-fulfilling prophecy. This could have to do with money, a loan, a down payment on a home. Someone's feeling left out in the cold here. Yeah, this could have to do with any aspect of your life technically, but this is a person who often is a little apprehensive, shy. So someone here who's not talking. So you may have someone who's ghosted, ignored, maybe even waiting. That's why I feel the ship has probably sailed. Yeah, I do think you got a person here. I mean, it could be this person feels they don't have enough money or, yeah. But I feel like it's an energy of playing it safe and being cautious. And this person, I feel, is someone who's not talking a whole lot, maybe even ghosting, ignoring. Yeah, so I do see Ten of Swords, a painful period in someone's life over. It could be someone waiting for something to end. It could have to do with someone feeling left out in the cold, not enough money, or just someone ghosting. So let's take a look at this Nine of Cups. This is a person playing it safe or often hiding behind a mask. Yeah, this is someone thinking negative thoughts here. Yeah, I think it's just somebody not talking and communicating. And then it could be because of insecurity, lack of money, yeah, uncertainty. But some of you, I feel like you're waiting. You know, you're being cautious, careful, maybe with your money as well. Yeah, if you're waiting for a down payment on a home or some money. But I do see a reason to celebrate because I do feel this is something. Just stop thinking negative, I feel, is what it's saying. But if you're dealing with someone who isn't talking, yeah, I feel it's about going down another path. Lack of things in common, lack of cooperation, compromise. Yeah. I just think some of you too, you know, being a little cautious. So I think it's this person being cautious, hiding behind a mask, how they feel. So they're just not talking. And it could be because they don't have money or they're worried about that. But I also feel, because it has to do with two people here, see things in common, two people who should be building each other up, working together as a team. Someone's waiting, somebody wants teamwork. So, but I think it's this person playing it safe, just kind of, you know, waiting here for something. Yeah, they're waiting. Let's have a look at, it has to do with whether you have things in common. And that's what I feel. See, collaborating, working together as a team, two people who should be building each other up here. But it's an energy of feeling, see, I think both people are feeling this way. And the reason is because this person's hiding behind a mask. They're not talking. They're not saying anything. Now, I don't know if this is someone who's trying to put something behind or what. But yeah, look, it has to do with someone reaching out, communicating, going on a date. I feel some of you, while you're waiting for someone who ghosts and ignores, it's another person coming in. I see you going down a different path, a whole different path. Yeah. Two people going to make a connection. Yeah, some of you got a person who just isn't talking. I feel that's over. Yeah, I do think that that's over. But it could be this person who was maybe being cautious, waiting for something to end. But here's the waiting. Now another two people connecting, making a connection. I see a conversation. See, it has to do with stability, a partnership. I think this is just someone who was really thinking negative. Maybe they felt they didn't have money or they felt that you didn't. But I got to tell you, it looks as though they were also waiting for something to come to an end. And I do feel it's over. And it could be this person coming back in, but I really feel as when you're waiting like this, see, feeling the ship has sailed, it's too late. Lack, someone feeling lonely, you know, and then taking another opportunity. Because the Knight of Cups is somebody who follows their heart. I don't see this as someone coming back around. In fact, while you're waiting, I feel there's going to be a connection. It's going to start with a conversation, making a connection. Yeah, this is someone here who put on the brakes. They are taking another look at this situation, though. Yeah, they are definitely looking at it. See, they didn't get what they wanted because of their negative thinking. This energy of lack and thinking. Feel like you didn't have anything in common is what I feel. Now they're looking at this. Yeah. Yeah, see, some of you got another opportunity, and some of you, it's yourself just taking your power back. It's yourself here, but this is about no more looking back. It's a person who's determined to succeed. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this person does come in, now that I see this, and lay a foundation. See, it's about making a commitment. But it's definitely an energy of lack of things in common, lack of cooperation, compromise. That's why I feel the person who's been doing the waiting originally is the person now thinking negative. See, they don't want to cooperate, don't want to compromise, lack of partnership, they're not interested, whatever it may be. Tell me about this Two of Cups. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, it has to do with someone following through. I see a communication. See, this is where you reach out to somebody and they still ghost ignore. They don't respond or reply. See, being ghosted maybe even twice by the same person. Yeah, just ignored, left out in the cold. But it is an energy of feeling lonely. See, someone here didn't get what they wanted. Now they're lonely. Now they're putting on the brakes here. See, they put on the brakes, but now they're looking at this. This is somebody seeing somebody as a partner. But I still feel it's another person coming in. Yeah, somebody new. There's a new person. So it's the person who's doing the waiting originally, reaching out to someone, and they ignore them, ghost them. So this is why I do feel someone here is taking this look at this. They never got what they wanted. See, as someone who's not, they're hiding behind a mask how they truly feel, but they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to say anything. They're just thinking negatively. Now, if it is to do with a house, a home, or a down payment on a home, I do see communication coming in. But I feel some of you, there's a new person coming in. See, it's over now. Something's done. Yeah. See the sun shining after the Ten of Swords. Clarity, seeing things clearly. Yeah. Yeah, I do think you have a person here who, I mean, super insecure. They don't know what they want, or they just made up an excuse. I think it's just someone who's not really talking. If they said anything originally, it was probably kind of negative. Yeah, insecurity, lack of money. Who knows what their issues were. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Yeah, see a cycle ending. Getting off that emotional roller coaster, end of lack. See, good luck timing. Some of you got good luck. Things are actually going to start going in your favor. And I do feel a large purchase, a down payment for some of you, purchasing a home. So if you're thinking negative while you're waiting, let go with that. Try to stay positive. Focus on the positive, high vibrational energy. It's about attracting what you desire. But yeah, I do feel we have someone who's a little bit concerned about finances here. But I do think there's going to be a shift in energy. Yeah, large purchase, down payment, a house, a home. Yeah, some of you will be moving, relocating. But I also see the energy of leaving this behind. See, this is about moving on. It's time to move on. Someone's waited long enough. They're applying lessons learned. And there definitely could be some moving and relocating. Got a house, a home. I see moving towards stability. Two people partnering up, even purchasing a home together, moving in together. Yeah. Wow. Let's have it. This is someone who had an opportunity to make a move and they didn't. They just didn't. Now, it is possible, like I say, they could be starting to see things in a different light. Whatever they were dealing with is over. They could be feeling happier. I wouldn't be surprised they swoop in, but I feel like it's another person swooping in, taking control. See, they lost control. See, they're trying to control things, but they lost control because of the lack of proper communication. Yeah, some of you have an emperor here, an emperor making this happen. To me, it looks like an emperor taking this opportunity to swoop in to get this going. See, there's opportunity with this. Wow, let's have a look at the Chariot. The Chariot. See, it's a person who's determined to succeed. See, they have confidence, self-control to start this. See, the other person just didn't have confidence. There's lack, they're negative. It's a low vibrational energy. The Chariot, yeah. So we got someone here, look at a person who feels confident about how they feel. They're also someone who keeps in control of their emotions. It's an Emperor. But this is a person swooping in to take control of the situation. Yeah. It's just somebody who has I feel it's just somebody who doesn't really know what they want. They're just thinking negative. And it definitely could have to do with money. So you've got this King of Cups here. What does this King of Cups want? What do they want? What does this King of Cups want? Oops, there we go. Yeah, they're manifesting what they desire. See, they're manifesting. They have everything they need. They see somebody, and this is what I need, this person. So if it is a relationship situation, I definitely feel some of you have been waiting. The ship has sailed. You're moving on. Someone here may have even moved and relocated during this time. Yeah, but I see moving towards stability, partnering up, two people partnering up. I think it's a person who just felt you have nothing in common. That's nothing in common. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to even talk about. Yeah, but you've got this person swooping in, taking control. It's the Emperor taking control. They're ready to manifest what they desire. See, they have all the information. So somebody has learned something here too. Yeah, so someone who swoops in. See, when you're waiting, here it comes. Someone who keeps someone waiting too long. Dwelling on negativity, lack. See, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what I feel when people just think negative. Yeah, we got someone here who's single, enjoying the fruits of their labor. It's a person who's independent. They take care of themselves. But this is someone finding out this is someone single. They take care of themselves. Some of you maybe have purchased a home. You've moved, relocated. So this person, originally, if you waited for this person, you maybe have felt lonely and this lack and moved on. You may have originally ghosted, ignored this person because they kept you waiting too long. Yeah, but this other person, they know. They know what they're doing here. Yeah, it's a person who knows what they want too. They're going after it. They like what they see. Yeah, someone who takes care of themselves. So there it is. This is a life path choice decision. See, two people, it's not going anywhere. So someone sees, well, this isn't going anywhere. Right? They're thinking negative, lack. Now we have somebody who I feel is going to connect. And I do feel this could go somewhere. Really, see, it's not going anywhere originally. Someone who just won't talk or communicate. They don't know what they want. They don't know what to say. Nothing in common. Lack of interest, whatever it may be. But yeah, it has to do with someone looking at this. See, it's time to leave this behind, time to choose another path. So some of you, while you're waiting, you've got a person coming in. Look at that. So I do see opportunity, beautiful, joyful opportunity. Someone's taken the opportunity that somebody else isn't taking. I wouldn't be surprised if you're in the social circle and this is someone been learning or talking to people too. Yeah. Yeah, we have the King and Queen of Wands. See, this is two people who know exactly what they want. They're not afraid to go for it. They're both confident. So we have two people coming together that are confident. But somebody else has lost control because they were so busy controlling their emotions, not saying anything, or just, to me, they're just a really low vibrational person. Yeah, but some of you may have originally, you didn't get what you wanted. You waited and waited. So this person maybe sees you as someone who ghosted them and left them out in the cold. But I do feel some of you, feeling kind of lonely. Like I feel you're going to take this opportunity. I mean, the King and Queen of Wands are two people who are confident, bold. They generally know what they want. The Emperor's the one who's making it happen. They're just swooping in and going to take this opportunity. See, this is somebody, and I wouldn't be surprised that somebody was trying to keep two people from coming together. And that may be what happened. Someone who told someone a story that someone was poor, didn't have any money, or whatever. It's just something negative. Gossip, talk. See, trying to come between two people. Somebody trying to keep two people from coming together. So there is definitely another person involved here. Yeah, but there's good news because this is someone taking that opportunity. They're going to go after what they want. Yeah. See, it's about being on the same page, lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. So if there's a person who lacked faith, maybe even just in themselves, or they weren't faithful or loyal. See, loyal friends, family. So there's positive. This is someone who can, I feel, trust what these people are saying. So it has to do with the other person. But the interesting thing is being on the same page. Yeah, it has to do with someone who has faith. They know what they want. They see two people on the same page. So this is a pretty interesting energy. And I do feel it's something that's taking a little time to come to fruition. Yeah. Tell me about the Hierophant. I think it's a person who doesn't want to commit. See, no longer talking to someone, no longer giving, breadcrumbing, somebody reaching out. See, some of you reached out to this person and they ghosted, ignored. So, basically snooze, you lose, But yeah, I do think this is an energy of another person taking this opportunity. Yeah, there it is. King of Cups, offer, invitation, a new emotional experience. Someone's ready for something new. So we got a person who's ready for something new here, or they see you that way. Yeah. Be interesting, but yeah, they're looking at it too. This is someone no longer given to someone else. So if it's not you, it's the other person. No longer talking and giving. But I feel that Page of Cups is just someone who often makes up a lot of excuses or whatever it is they done. It certainly didn't serve them, because now this person who knows what they want, they feel confident. They're emotionally available. See, they're available. Yeah, someone here is, see, it's a single person, but I feel like this is someone finding out that you're single. To people talking about this. See, friends of friends, friends who are family, loyal friends and family. Yeah, this is someone offering up the cup. Beautiful energy. So this person knows what they want. They're very high vibrational. They're attracting what they desire. And I feel like you could be the person attracting this to you. Because you're not giving, I feel. If it is yourself, you're not giving to this person. Because if they've ghosted you once or ghosted you twice, like I say, it's enough is enough. It's someone who gets tired of waiting. The ship has sailed. See, the ship has sailed. It's time to move on. Look at this beautiful change. See, leaving something behind. Someone's closing a chapter in their past. See, closing out a cycle. See, I feel the Queen of Wands is looking forward, focused on what they want and desire, the new. So you've changed your focus. Yeah. It's the feminine. When it doesn't matter who you are. It's just someone who knows what they want. They're focused. They're happy, high vibrational. And this is a person going to take this opportunity. It's creating change. It's closing a chapter, leaving the past behind. So this is a whole new chapter, a new emotional experience. Yep, the King and Queen of Cups. You're going to couple up with someone here. So whatever it is that's happened, regardless, it's leaving this negativity in the past, this lack, ghosting, ignoring. If you are, like I say, I do see the energy where some of you have an opportunity, a fresh new start. I see if you've been waiting for money, you may be feeling it's too late. You may be having to move. You're waiting till last minute. But I do think things are going to go in your favor. Definitely when it comes to dating. Somebody coming in, seeing you in a favorable light. But I feel this is just a whole new cycle too, a whole new romantic cycle for some of you. And if you are waiting for money and down payment, I do see very positive energy there that gives you an opportunity for a fresh new start. Now this could come as somebody, a down payment, a loan, where this person offers this to you as well. Yeah, somebody who's it could be a friend, like I say, friends who are like family, or just somebody family offering you some money to help you out, especially if you are having to move and relocate. That's all it could be, having to relocate. Yeah, but I see moving towards stability, and I do see two people partnering up and coming together. I do see a couple, a new couple here coming out of this. Yeah, you can see, there it is. It's interest, investing. Someone's no longer interested in the past. This is someone who's lost interest in someone. They're not investing. It's all about moving on. It's time to this is two people who are going to go with the flow and see where it goes. Yeah, this could go somewhere. But I definitely see the feminine, for sure, changing their focus, seeing this isn't going anywhere. Somebody who just doesn't want to communicate. They just don't want to invest. I think it's just a loss of interest. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful energy. Very, very nice energy for some of you. Stay positive. I feel the message is stay positive. Look on the bright side. Stay focused on what it is you're trying to manifest. Okay? Think positive, because when you think negative, negative things start to happen. Some of you too, it's about maybe leaving some people behind that are maybe don't have your best interest at heart, or people who ghost ignored. See, often it's an energy of someone who's always the third wheel too. That's also the Three of Wands. Someone here, it's about being the third wheel, always left out. People get together and they leave. See, couples come together and get together, and it's about being left out. So, but yeah, I do feel there's another person here too. I do feel there's that third person, which is the person who doesn't want to talk, doesn't want to say anything. Just be careful of the stories someone tells you about someone, because I do feel it's someone who may have told someone something, so this person may have lost interest. But don't lose interest. Don't lose sight on what it is you're trying to achieve, because I'm seeing happiness, a new romantic cycle, two people becoming a couple and moving on from another situation. Definitely someone closing a chapter on the past for sure. Yeah, nice. See, breaking free, victory. Yeah, see, planning, preparing. See, this is all about going into it feeling hopeful. This could go somewhere. This has to do with a situation that could go to the distance, but there's someone here, it's just not going anywhere. That's a lot of it, just not happening, right? Yeah, sometimes you just got to move on and focus on what it is you want. But this Emperor's the one. This is the person taking control. They're swooping in. They're offering you the cup. They know what they want. Yeah, they're hoping, planning, preparing for the best. They have positive. So I do see victory. This really could go the distance. Yeah, I really feel like it could. Take care. Bye for now.